Hello, friends. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope you're all having a good one so far. Crappie, Nighthawk, Harmony, hello. Making sure all the notifications went out. We are good. Okay. Hello, hello. We've got some cozy hot chocolate here. Quite delightful. Hi, Punctual. Need to turn off. Oh, Punctual. Thanks for the
Happy
sub.
Thanksgiving.
For 25 months. Okay, where's the focus? There it is. Messed with all of my camera settings over the week. Hi, Jen. Me, my coffee, my brownie, and coloring are ready for some cozy. Amazing. I wish I had a brownie. You lost your 25 stream streak. No, that's okay. It's just a number. I know I see you here almost every time. All right, so we have this cutie little painting here. Brain ain't braining. It's still early. It's fine. Also, it's a weekend after a holiday. I'm pretty sure everybody's brains are a little melted. I love the new stickers, the new emotes. Daniel MX commissioned. I was like, what's the word? Commission those for us. It's all in the Discord. But they're so cute. You need apple pie for breakfast. You know, we didn't get pumpkin pie this year. We just, because there's only two of us, we don't get multiple desserts. And I didn't think I was going to miss it that much because I'm not a big pie person. But the morning after Thanksgiving, and I was sitting there with my coffee, and I was like, what if I had a slice of cold pumpkin pie to go with it? That was the only sad moment for me. You made two pumpkin pies? Excellent. Excellent. Okay, I think I want to do, and this is going to be absolutely shocking to everybody I know, but I think I want to do green for part of the wall. I'm just trying to decide what green. One we don't use that much. He even made whipped cream at like 11 p.m. Homemade whipped cream is so good. You can control the amount of sweetness you like. Oh, I love it. That and then that. I think I'm gonna go with this. If I can find it. I bought canned cold foam from Trader Joe's like, I don't know, a month or two ago. And it's really good, but it's cold foam, so it's meant for cold drinks. So it doesn't hold up, as you can see. It doesn't hold up well on hot drinks, which is fine. I'm using it on hot drinks because it's going to go bad at the end of the month, and I'm like, I want to use it up. So it's there for like 20 to 30 seconds, and I can enjoy it then. And then it's gone. It doesn't hold up quite like regular whipped cream does. Someone had the audacity to drill for an hour. Gigi had to hide underneath the soda for an hour and a half to be sure the drill won't come get him. Oh, poor baby. Ordered alcohol markers in a coloring book yesterday with Black Friday deals. So excited. Yay! I hope you like them, Ren. Coloring is so fun. Texture is very good too. Goes well with the fancy hot chocolate I made. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So I think I want to do the background of the flowers. I want to do green and then leave the flowers white because I want them like daisies kind of. So I'm going to start with that since I know for sure that's what I want. We're going to start with that just to get some color on the page here. I really want these overalls with a little heart pocket. This is so cute. I really love the idea of like overalls and jumpsuits and things, but to find ones that actually work with my body type, not easy. I get very lucky to find one that does work. Let me put it that way. Ren, what kind of coloring book did you order? Was it like themed in any way, or was it just like a random one? A spooky cute one and a cozy friends one. Amazing. These are so nice. I grabbed, so I have a couple other coloring books that I bought before I started getting into like the alcohol marker ones. And I grabbed one of them the other day to color because I felt like coloring and it wasn't time to stream yet. So I was like, let me color in one of the other coloring books. They just don't work as, like, it's fine. You can color. But something about the clean, simple lines like this is so much better than. So this is the one I was coloring in. And it's really cute. This is one of the first adult coloring books that I bought. And this is the one I was working on. Again, cute, but these itty bitty like little detail snowflakes and stuff, not the easiest thing to color in with markers. Especially if you get ones that bleed over even just a little bit. Yeah, cute coloring book. I like it. It's got some fun. They're like little itty bitty tiny worlds, but itty bitty tiny doesn't work with the alcohol markers super well. I bought that when I was doing the coloring pencils instead. Oh, hi, Gigi. Hope Gigi is feeling better after the drill incident. He will help me choose colors. Yes. Do you like hold up two markers and whichever one he sniffs, that's the one that you that's the one that you go with? Because I would definitely do that if I had a cat. He was never scared. Of course not. No, 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 no. Annoyed, for sure. Scared, never. What was your Thanksgiving? What dishes did you make? Uh, we had turkey spaghetti. That's what we had. So it sounded good. And it's funny because it's festive because it's turkey, but also like we oh, always make our spaghetti with ground turkey, so it wasn't really all that different. It's just regular turkey. Just instead of ground beef for the meat sauce, you use ground turkey. I like it better personally than beef. Um, just depends on preference. Beef always makes it. It's beef is like feels heavy on the stomach. I'm not really sure how to describe like kind of oily and heavy, whereas turkey feels
Hello there.
not cleaner, but like a lighter alternative. Pokemon, thanks so much for the follow. I was just thinking turkey fettuccine Alfredo sounded good. That would also probably be pretty good, yeah. Um, yeah, we're just with it just being the two of us, it's hard to make like a full Thanksgiving spread. And we talked about it, but neither of us were really in the mood for it anyway. Like we weren't craving it, so it's like why go through all the work just for a day, you know? Growing up, we always used ground turkey because my mom preferred it, and some friends were always confused by it. But like most of the time, if you were to just give them the spaghetti, they probably couldn't even tell the difference. I definitely prefer it though, because I grew up having the beef and it was fine, but like when I tried the turkey in comparison, I was like, oh, this doesn't hurt my stomach as much, and I think I like the taste better, so we're gonna go with this one. And then I was gonna make cinnamon rolls, and I was really excited about it, but my dough didn't proof. I don't know what happened, because when I proofed the yeast before adding to the dough, it bubbled up and everything just fine. And then I added it to the dough, kneaded it, set it to rest, and it didn't rise. And I was like, found you on Insta. I really enjoyed your content. So excited to see you stream as an active Twitch watcher. Well, welcome in. We stream typically 3 times a week. We were off for Thanksgiving there for a couple days, but we do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tuesdays we do video games, Thursdays is Lego, and then Saturdays is cozy coloring. So welcome in. Glad you could join us. Wait, what's sad? Oh, the cinnamon rolls. Yes, the cinnamon rolls were sad. I was not happy about that. But I had a backup plan. I had Pillsbury crescent rolls, like the ones in the tube. And so I just spread butter and brown sugar, cinnamon on those, rolled them up, and then baked those in the oven. And then I'd already made the cream cheese frosting ahead of time. So I was like, just spread those on top. It tasted great. It wasn't as good as cinnamon rolls, but better than not having anything. Hey, Blitz. Always have a backup plan.
Show
Thanks for the
love one. It's
bits.
been a while since I caught a stream.
I think I was either gonna do yellow and pink hearts or purple and pink hearts. I'm leaning yellow, but what do you guys think? You're leaning slightly purple. Should we do a poll? Should we do a vote? Yellow? Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Let me finish this section. Don't want the spring vibes to be too strong in winter. That's exactly when you want the spring vibes. This is honestly kind of reminding me of my childhood bedroom. I had like a green, yellow, pink theme. I want the flowers to be white. I don't know why, but that's like, I for sure want the flowers to be white. We can add purple and else. We could make the overalls purple instead of like a regular denim. That could be really cute. So this would be a flower style. We could also do, like he's clearly painting a background. I was gonna do blue, but we could do purple. That could be fun. Can you whistle with fingers? Last time I tried, yeah, but not like super reliably. I don't really like whistling. What bugs me is when people whistle indoors. That is one of my pet peeves is when people whistle indoors, especially in a small area. Ugh. Don't like it. Aw, hi Daniel. Sorry you can't make the stream. Been making Gigi pick the color the way you suggested, and he just looks at me like, what do you want, man? What do you want from me? That's funny. Hi, imaginary Daniel. I should have made my hot chocolate with coffee as the base. I forgot I was gonna try that. Dang it. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I should have made some coffee this morning too, but I was also really wanting hot chocolate. I need to combine them. It would have been brilliant. Wouldn't that just be chocolate coffee? It would be very similar to a mocha, yeah. Except No, because a mocha would be with espresso, not drip coffee, which is what I'd be using. So yeah, I guess more like chocolate coffee than a mocha.
Hey!
Cyan Amber, thank you so much for the follow. Sounds tasty. I think so. Hot chocolate made with a coffee base. I'll have to remember to try that next week.
Water Tribe.
That's how I make mochas, because I don't have espresso on hand. Hey, if it works, it works. If you haven't tried the like instant espresso, like the Nespresso Gold one, that's a good alternative if you don't have an espresso machine. You didn't want to mess with us and color the green paint can another color. I'm not that mean. I'm mean, but I'm not that mean. Also, it would drive me nuts, so. I'm making the lid a different color because the lid colors on the markers never match, so why should the paint? Hi, Ghostly. Okay, I'm gonna go with yellow for the background of the hearts. Just don't know if I want to do probably this lighter yellow. I think that's gonna be too dark and that's gonna be too light, so I'm going to. Shinji? Mean? I don't buy it. Would it be funny to swap the green and pink headcanon that they're colorblind? That is funny. But it's too late now. It's snowing? You lucky person. I wish it was snowing here. I would love some snow. Or some rain. Finally getting snow here. Classes are canceled for Monday. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Just walk trash out in sweatpants and a t-shirt with no socks or shoes because I'm smart. You're very smart. You know you're going to go right back inside where it's nice and warm and it's not going to be a problem. Just need to cool down a few minutes. Yeah, I do that too sometimes. Like, I like it to be a comfortable temperature in my apartment, but then if I get like too active doing stuff, like cleaning and things, then it gets too hot. I'm like, let me just like step outside for 3 minutes, cool down, and then come back in. Thanks for the hydrate, Ghostly. Okay, just missing a line again. We love that. It's just an extra little coloring challenge. Don't worry about it. I would like it if snow wasn't cold, but it is. I mean, I like that it's cold, but I could do with a little less cold, you know? Mostly because I have Raynaud's syndrome, so my fingers turn like white and go numb and then hurt really bad when they get too cold. So like playing in the snow isn't the easiest thing in the world. So if like it was just a little less, still cold, but like a little less cold, like a cool, like when you get in the pool in the summer and it's nice and cool, but it's not cold, that temperature, that would be really cool. Peaches is here harassing me for bites my lunch. You better give Peaches some bites. That's what I've been doing. You run a little bit warm and then husband runs a little bit cold, so it's never comfortable for either of you, I'm sure. Question, have you ever thought about doing a coloring page in full glitter pens? We talked about this because I think who was it? Was it Harmony? Who suggested the glitter pens? A couple. Yeah, Harmony did. Yeah. I don't have any. But if I did, that would be a fun week. Glitter pens are very fun. I think you did. I think I bookmarked them. Peaches has been given her plate of turkey, as she deserves. My cats were picky. They wanted the weirdest things and they didn't want the normal things. Like Thanksgiving, we would try to give them pieces of turkey and they were like, mm-mm. But that spinach, so weird. Woodstock always gets her own seat and a plate at the table at Thanksgiving. Amazing. They are part of the family after all. Charlie Brown music just started playing in my head. You saw Woodstock and Thanksgiving in one sentence. I know, we finished watching. I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry. We just finished watching the last of the 4 episodes of Stranger Things last night, and I'm like, you telling me I gotta wait a whole month? And normally I would have preferred to just not watch it until it was all out and then binge the whole thing. But I can't do that anymore because people spoil stuff so fast. It's like I have to watch it right now or it's going to be spoiled. They're so hard to. I saw spoilers literally. It released Wednesday night? And Thursday morning, I saw spoilers for like episode 4. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Like, not everybody can watch 4.5-ish hours of TV in one night on schedule. Can you at least give it a couple days before you start posting spoilers? Yeah, we don't do spoilers here. That is a big thing we do not do. Hi, Jadzia. Released at 8 p.m. for me, and I worked Thursday, 7:30 a.m. Was not watching all four that night. Yeah, no. And it's fine if you can. Like if your schedule lines up and you can watch all of it, enjoy it. Have fun. I'm not saying don't do that. I am saying don't post spoilers about it until at least a few days. And even then, make sure you mark it as a spoiler. I can't stand. I'll be like scrolling on TikTok and it'll just be like, I can't believe this happened. I'm like, okay, you post it, you put in giant text major spoilers for Stranger Things. You give it a few seconds for people to register that and then scroll if they don't want to see it. And then you can talk about the spoiler. Like, give people a chance to avoid it if they want to avoid it. Bold of you to assume people would ever be that considerate. People are so inconsiderate. So inconsiderate. I don't have to do anything but go out in public to know that. You try going to the movies anytime in the last 4 or 5 years? On the title page, I know. I feel like advertisement trailers for episodes of shows have even more minor spoilers than they used to. That's Taylor and I do not watch trailers for anything. We've talked about this before, but like we don't watch trailers. We show up late to the movies on purpose to not watch trailers. And if we are there when the trailers are happening and it's something we really care about, we're like la 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 la. I'm not even joking. That's like literally what we're doing to not see or hear spoilers. Because a lot of times Taylor and I are the type of people that will watch a detective movie, like a mystery movie, and figure out the ending before the ending, which is fine. It's fun. It's part of the fun. But like if I see this bit of information in a trailer, I'm gonna be able to figure out as I'm watching the show what's happening, you know? Or like, oh, I saw this character in this scene in the trailer, but this scene hasn't happened yet, but this character just died? I guess they're not actually dead. You know what I mean? So they used to make teaser trailers that didn't give away stuff, and it was nice. Now they don't. The only time I will watch a trailer is if it's something I have absolutely no clue what it's about. It's not part of an IP like a franchise or anything. And I want to see if I'm going to be interested in it. That's the only time I'll watch a trailer. And even then, usually I only watch just enough to know I'm interested, not the whole trailer. Also feels like trailers for movies should be the same maturity rating or lower as the movie is what you're watching. I think they're supposed to be. I mean, I've never gone to like a kids movie and seen a horror movie trailer, but that could just be me. Although we were watching I think football or something the other day, and there was a commercial for like it was like a detective show, but they showed like a body in a suitcase kind of thing. I was like, who approved this to be shown in a trailer where kids could be watching this? What how did that pass the like filters of what's okay and what's not okay? You know? Brutal violence, totally okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's sad. By the way, is the stream stuttering at all for you guys or is it okay? I only ask because I'm getting like encoder messages on my side. I just want to make sure it's not being too stuttery. Once or twice, okay. It's only happened 2 or 3 times, so. Yeah, the no creativity is also annoying, Jen. I agree there. Difficult with yellow.
Water tribe.
Thank you for the hydrate. I'm not supposed to real quick. Love the green and yellow combo. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Okay, now what shade of heat? This is such a weird thing, but like, there isn't a good shade of pink in this set, in my opinion. The pink, there's ones that work and it's okay, but there's not like that perfect pink. Makes me a little sad. 502 is the closest one there is, and it's not. I'm trying to describe exactly what's wrong with it. It looks a little better on camera than it does in person. It's like almost too tongue colored, if that makes sense. Like, it's not the pink that I want for a cute, whimsical little heart. Color in camera seems a bit dim. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on. Because it does look a little dim on my end too. That's a little better, yeah. From that to that. Sorry, I did not realize I'd accidentally turned down the exposure a little bit. I love that he's using a roller to paint the heart. Seems like a solid choice to me. Master Painter, no masking tape needed. Should we leave some of the hearts unpainted? What do you guys think? We could. This is another thing that doesn't work here. Because, I mean, I guess if he's kind of round, I still feel like there should be like a line right there. That nobody can ever complain. If you guys want to send me a link to one.
Just came to say hello.
Hi, Yellow. Oh, enjoy football. How's the new hair been treating you? So far, so good. I haven't really had the chance to like play around with it yet because I cut it and then it was Thanksgiving week, so there's a lot going on. Um, I'm excited to this week though. Get to actually do some hairstyles with it. It has been nice to be able to wear it down more often and not be like having it constantly in the way. That's been nice. Look at this absolute menace over here, creating chaos. Cosmo approves the duck's mission. The duck should be painting a zombie duck. How would you paint a zombie duck? Make him like a ghostly green color with some glowing eyes. Should we leave one of these hearts undone? Yes, which one? Top or bottom? Top? Okay. I should have done this one halfway. I wasn't thinking. Ooh, that sounds good. One of my favorite things after Thanksgiving to do is to take the leftover turkey gravy and boil up some pasta and just toss the gravy on the pasta. It's really good. What's that face for, Nighthawk? What's the difference between just gravy and pasta and just gravy and mashed potatoes? What's the difference? You could throw some meat in there if you want, I guess. Or some veggies or something, but I mean, what's wrong with plain pasta with some gravy? No more wrong than buttered noodles, which is also really good. Have a good one, Harmony. Hope you stay warm.
Water tribe.
Thank you for the hydrate. Whole Thanksgiving meal over pasta doesn't sound bad, though. Just a little shocking to hear you talk about gravy and pasta. It's because you've never had it. I grew up with that, so it's completely and totally normal to me. But yeah, I mean, Thanksgiving pasta was something else we would do. We would like shred up the turkey. You'd throw in any leftover mixed vegetables like your green beans, corn, that sort of thing. And then gravy and pasta. You top it off with some cheese, bake it like a casserole. Serve it with some dinner rolls, maybe a salad. Excellent. My family's thing was ketchup with pasta and tomato soup with pasta. I didn't do ketchup with pasta. I did do tomato soup with pasta, though. Tomato soup with grilled cheese. All good. Midwest people, listen. Not me thinking I was innovative with the turkey fettuccine Alfredo ideas. It's hard to come up with an idea that no one else has ever thought of before. Basically impossible at this point. However, you still came up with it, and it was still a good idea. Our non-traditional Thanksgiving food is cheese. My mom used to make that, like, cream cheese dried beef ball that you would, like, eat with crackers. for Christmas or New Year's. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's a very like 70s recipe. Typically a Christmas food around here, yeah. If it makes you feel better, gravy and pasta is just shocking, but ketchup and pasta is horrifying. Hey, sometimes you don't have pasta sauce and you gotta make do with what you got, okay? Lots of people put ketchup on steak. I don't, but a lot of people do. Ooh, a flavored oil. Mm-hmm. Not a ketchup fan. My husband is a huge ranch fan. I'm a ketchup fan. Taylor's a huge ranch fan. So whenever we have like fries, he always has his ranch dipping sauce and I always have ketchup. Scored the final 2 goals for the win. Let's go. Just show them how it's done. Blocked my teammate from scoring the final goal on accident, but then I won the game. You made up for it. Now hurry up and get home so we can play more Halo. To each their own, Nighthawk. Why is salt on bread weird? Have you never had like garlic bread? Do you not know there's salt on that? Garlic bread is so good. I'm talking about just salt. I mean, you put salt on a cracker. Put salt on chocolate chip cookies. Put salt in your coffee. I don't see why salt on bread would be that weird. Especially if it's a seasoning salt. I'm very much in the don't knock it till you try it crew, so need to hear about the salt and coffee. You could have like a salted caramel coffee, that's really good. But also some people use salt to make their coffee less bitter if they have like a cheaper coffee. Crackers aren't bread. Crackers technically kind of is bread. I understand salt on bread because my dad likes buttered bread with salt sprinkled on top. Thank you. I'm not saying I'm in here toasting up slices of bread and sprinkling salt on it. I'm just saying it's not weird to do so. Okay, I still don't understand how that's weird. Sorry, lighting. I don't understand how it's weird. I need to look up, how do you say that? Aromat? Is it a weird thing or? Tomato sauce on toast? Tomato sauce on toast, and then you throw some mozzarella cheese and pepperoni slices on it? I'm not saying I did that with hot dog buns growing up often, but I do know that was one of my favorite meals to make. Yeah, this is literally just savory seasoning salt. It's got probably what, onion and something else? It's an onion garlic powder with salt. Dried onions, dried mushrooms, spices, turmeric, yeast extract. Yeah, what's wrong with this? There's nothing wrong with this. There's literally nothing wrong with putting that on bread. Exactly! You put that on some toasted bread, a little bit of butter to help hold the salt on there. It's just a seasoning salt. There's nothing weird about putting that on bread. Acceptable on toast or like a really squishy, like soft dinner roll would probably be really good too. You brush a little butter on top, sprinkle some of that seasoning powder on there. Sugar on buttered toast. Have you ever had cinnamon sugar toast before? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, please. I had that all the time. I still have that. I have a little jar that I pre-mix my cinnamon and my sugar together so I can just sprinkle it right on top of the toast. It's great. Challenge, name something that isn't good with more butter. Coffee. You ever have what they call bulletproof coffee? If you add more butter to that, it is not going to be good. Hey, sugar on toast is good too. I don't want butter in my coffee or hot chocolate. Yeah. I worked at a coffee shop around the time that the bulletproof coffee became like a thing. And I was like, guys, can we not do this? I tried it. I always try it before I knock it. Not for me. I mostly agree. Jen phrased this as even worse than gravy on pasta or ketchup on pasta or steak, and it sounds way better than either of those. I probably missed a few messages, and I apologize if I did. I thought you were calling that weird. So, my bad. Actually, I'm gonna do the tray in the blue as well. Maybe a little weird, but I'd try it. And you know, the ketchup on steak thing, while it's not my preference, I'd rather have like an A1 steak sauce or just a really, really well done steak where you don't need any sauce on top of it. Ketchup on meatloaf? Kinda totally and perfectly normal to do. So I don't see it as that much of a stretch for people to enjoy it on their steak either. Ketchup on pasta gets you through tough times, don't knock it. That's yeah. I realize now a lot of the meals I grew up eating that were like things that I could make as a kid without the help of my parents were like struggle meals. Like the hot dog buns with, you know, ketchup or pasta sauce and some cheese and pepperoni slices toasted in the oven. You know, buttered noodles with some salt. You know. Meatloaf is, I wouldn't call it terrible. It's never going to be my first choice of a meal. That's for sure. Melted cheese on chips in the microwave specifically. And you know what? I still eat a lot of those meals today because they're very comforting. And a lot of them, actually, are pretty freaking good, so. Like buttered noodles. Number one meatloaf hater. Do you like meatballs? Like spaghetti and meatballs? Genuine question. Because I'm also like not a big fan of meatballs or meatloaf. Don't like meatballs or meatloaf. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with you there. Is there really a difference? Not too much, although I feel like meatloaf tends to be more dry, like overcooked than meatballs do, because it's a giant brick of meat that you have to cook, whereas the meatballs are smaller, so you can cook them faster, a little bit more evenly, and not overcook them. I've had good meatloaf. Like I said, it's just never, like, if they're like, what do you want for dinner? I'm never going to say meatloaf. If someone said, hey, meatloaf's for dinner, I'm not going to complain, but I'm not going to be excited either. We had this thing growing up that we would always eat, and it was like my least favorite meal option. My mom had like a list of meal options as mothers do. When they start to get really worn out, they're like, here are your 3 options, pick one. One of them was something called Impossible Cheeseburger Pie. And it was, I want to say it was a Bisquick recipe, like on the box. And it was essentially, you would do like ground beef, you'd mix it with like a slurry of Bisquick milk, and then a ton of shredded cheese. And you'd bake it in a pie plate. And it was kind of a meatloaf type of situation. I didn't like it. I could eat it with ketchup and I'd be fine. I've never been a picky eater. So it was never like, oh yeah, this is my favorite, but I can eat it. That's totally fine. But that was like something we just had all the time. We had that more than meatloaf. I think because it was easier to make than meatloaf. Don't replace tummy breadcrumbs in your meatloaf with oats because they absorb more water and make the loaf look bigger. Good to know. I don't plan on making meatloaf anytime soon, though. It was an anti-meatloaf space. If you like meatloaf, by all means, that's fine. Just personally, not a fan. I also have been really, like, itching to make something out of one of the themed cookbooks I have, probably the D&D one that Kyle sent me. I need to, like, sit down and look through it and find a recipe to make, because I just really want to put it to use. They just sit on my bookshelf over there and just look pretty, and I'm like, I want to try to make things out of it. If you guys don't follow, oh my gosh, what is his name? I want to say it's Dylan Hollis or something like that on TikTok, that he cooks all of the, like, meals from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, 70s, just like these crazy, weird recipes. It's so entertaining. I've seen him a bunch of times, yeah. No, he made like I don't remember when the recipe was from, but it was like an apple pie, but you use apple juice instead of apples, and then like mix a bunch of like flour and stuff into it and then bake it. So weird. It's funny how many of my family's cookie recipes have shown up on his page. Yes, they all use the same cookie recipe in the 60s and 70s, yeah. There's been a couple ones that I've seen that I was like, oh, I remember making those. Yeah, I'm always pleasantly surprised when he likes some of them. It's always so fun. The one was an experience. Oh, the ice cream dude? Yeah, I saw some of his too. I find them fascinating, and I always watch this stuff when it comes up on my feed. Like, will I ever make it? No, but I love watching other people make it. And the guy he was making the apple pie thing with, I want to say, is it Liam? I always watch his stuff too when he comes up on the feed. Because he does a lot more like nutrition or like protein recipes, like trying those out. And again, am I going to try them? Probably not. But I do enjoy watching other people try it. My grandmother's recipes all have raisins. Raisins are good though, just not in everything. We had Bradford pears in Oklahoma. Hate those things. Hate them. They smell terrible. We had like 3 of them on our property, like in the backyard, every spring they would blossom and smell awful. We have a Bradford pear tree in our front yard and I hate it. They look pretty. They do look pretty, but they smell awful. The ones we had white flowers. And they're like super pale, kind of almost like a birch tree looking bark. If I remember correctly, it has been a very long time since I've seen them. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm sorry, I have to point it out to everybody else. Do you see this? Do you see that? Terrible. Ah, and there's no way for me to fix it. Tool is broken. That must be it. That must be it. Like, literally, it would line up better to color this in brown. But then what are all these lines, you know? Oh, such a bummer. Hello? Hi, dear. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend it's broken. That's why they're only setting paintbrushes and stuff on it, and they're not using it to stand on. Obviously. Bless you.
That was me. But I want to take the back end.
I know. I'm sorry I had to point it out.
What a time, what a time, what a time.
It's like not even close. It's not like some of these where it's like, oh, she just forgot to add a line there. No problem. I can do that with my pen. Nope. Not with this one.
What a time, what a time, what a time.
Water Tribe.
Thank you for the hydrate. She tried. Nori wants to go out in an active snowstorm. I gotta bundle up, you know, put on a snow jacket. You're growing a neck beard. Are you? Are you really? Ooh, I bought more hot chocolate. I don't need more hot chocolate. I already had hot chocolate. But I want more. Why is my name green for me but blue on Gingy's screen? You're orange on my screen. You're orange on my chat box, blue on the stream chat box, and you're saying you're green? I don't know how it works. I wish I did. Yeah, Jen, you've always had like an orange on my. You see Jen as green. Okay. Punctual's always been green. Jen's always been orange. Jadzia's always kind of been like a purple color. Ghostly's always been yellow. Sasha's been kind of like a pink shade, like a mauve pink purple. Gave Nori and Peaches a chance to go outside, and both of them immediately realized their mistake. Jen is forest green for me, and Punctual is brighter green. Ghostly's blue for you? Oh, Jadzia's gray? Does it just like randomize what you see? Is that... I'm so confused. Not a clue. Nighthawk's always been red, yeah. Ren, you've almost always been like kind of a light spring green. Yeah, the color on the screen, that's what I see for both sides. Crappie's always purple, yep, on both. Did you set your color to be purple? Because that might be the difference. That might be what's happening here. Today we learned Taylor's colorblind. Okay. So funny. duck is a certified menace, yes. Cosmo. Anybody have fun plans this weekend? Upcoming week? What do I have? Not really like party plans or anything, but things are finally calming down enough to where I can like actually film things and make the content that I've been dying to make, so I'm excited for that. Survive snowstorm. Hope work lets me call in on Monday and log in for stats notes. You've got this. Fun, Sparks. Oh, I do need to get my Christmas decorations out. What shade is this? Oh. No, that's not the color one. What's it? Brownies. That sounds so good. You always got to test out the baked goodies before serving guests, obviously. You're gonna make some pumpkin pie later? Why not? Oh no, don't be late for work, Crappie. Mom and I are gonna start making dough for Christmas cookies tomorrow. Gonna make enough to feed a small country. Mother Ghostly runs her kitchen like the Navy. Amazing. Oh, not the leaf jump scare. I've been there. Not to flex, but I'm the only person she'll allow into her kitchen to help with the big batch bakes. That is a flex, honestly. What do you think about the Winter Wonderland Alanis? I like them. I still like the Witch's Brew the best, obviously. Um, but they're good. They're much better after they reformulated them from last year, in my opinion. Last year, they were just kind of like sweet. This year, I can taste the like cranberry plum flavor that they have. So I do like it a lot better now this year than I did last year. Love them, having trouble finding them, but got one the other day and loved it, which is really still my favorite. It's hard for them to top that one, I think. Checking out Lonnie's when shopping yesterday, put the link when I saw the caffeine content. That's why I only drink half a can at a time, or I get the mini ones, which are like only 100 milligrams, I think. And even then, I usually don't finish the can because I get shaky. Yeah, Halani mostly sends them to me more than I will go out and buy them because they send me a lot of them. I used to be a lot more sensitive to caffeine. I am still very sensitive to caffeine, but that's usually I just drink half a can or a third of a can at a time. And then I just cover the can with like some plastic wrap, put it in the fridge, and have it the next day. I never ever drink a full can of Halani. Menace. I have not been able to find any advent calendars that I like this year, unfortunately. The Lego ones are not good this year. The Star Wars one, at least, and they're extremely overpriced. So, for the first time in years, we will not have a Lego advent calendar. And then I wanted to do the little jam jar one, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere. So I don't have any. Yeah, the Lego Advent calendar this year, it's just like, it's like droids, but they're not good. And it feels like more overpriced than usual as well. Mom made an actual advent calendar for us with the verses and everything. Oh, yeah, we would have like an actual like little refillable advent calendar, and my mom would put chocolates and stuff in it every year. I got the Trader Joe's Beauty Advent calendar last year and I liked it, but I did look at what was going to be in this year's and I was like, none of the scents of like the hand creams and everything were stuff that I wanted, so I was like, I'm not gonna buy it this year.
Did you forget one heart on purpose?
Huh?
Did you forget one heart on purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
Anytime.
One, two, three, or five.
3.
It was one.
Taylor needs a intro theme song. Is that what you're saying? Get a little soundboard for his appearances.
General Kenobi.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the same. Well, you guys gotta come up with a good option then. So tiny, such chaos. What do you guys think about doing a Secret Santa for the community? That would have to be completely on you guys to organize and set up. I would not be able to do that. You're more than welcome to if you want to. I just can't be the one setting it up and doing it. But good timing with that. Where's the dark orange? 811. 812. There it is. Oh, I gotta do the bucket in the middle. Okay, I'm almost done. Drive safely, please, Crappie. It's more important than anything. Okay. With that, we're done. I think it turned out really cute. Got our little menace down here, doing a self-portrait. This little guy. Friendly little helper over here. I love it. It turned out so cute. I love it. Are the duck's eyes glowing? Sure. I just went with green because I was like, what colors do we have? Green. Okay. Yeah, I think it's cute. I like it a lot. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. For our Stardew crew, we'll be playing tomorrow night. Don't forget about that. And got some content coming out soon. I'm going to be posting how I cut my hair video, all that sort of stuff this weekend. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Bye!